Welcome back, friends, to episode 52, and today we have the Air Jordan 1 Low Golf Mule in Chicago colorway. If you do enjoy watching our reviews, by all means, please like and subscribe to our videos. Really much appreciated, and just lets us see how many of you are actually enjoying this, and if it's worth our effort putting together these videos. All right, on to the story. And really not much of a story. These are just the golf lows in a mule format with no laces. And of course, this one in the Chicago colorway. It's a nice design for, not for playing golf. It's just for basically like once you finish golf, it's just a nice comfy way to get off the course. And yeah, it is super, super comfortable, like most mules are. And it's got the look of a Jordan 1. So it's a really cool mix of a design to just give really amazing comfort. But yeah, I've been able to run in these, but probably not the best shoe for running. But yeah, it's more of a relaxing post-game kind of shoe. All right, let's get to the unboxing. All right, the box, pretty much standard for all the mules. It's just a black box with a gold Jumpman around with gold text. This is probably the most basic Air Jordan box that you're going to find. The Jumpman is embossed, so looks a little bit cooler. And of course, we take a look at the official colorway: white, black, varsity, red. All right, let's pop these guys out. And of course, we have my favorite cardboard shoe trees. Yes, not a lot of Jordans left that come with them. I really miss them. They really hold the shoe in a nice shape. Keep the shape going when it's in storage. So I really like those. All right, let's take a quick look, and there you go. There's a first look of the Air Jordan 1 Low Golf Mule. All right, so on to the details. We'll take a look again. We have the outsole in red. You see the golf instead of the Nike on there, and you can see, look how deep the tread block is. So great on grass, and one of the things I found is that it's great on ice. I use this as a winter shoe. You got your standard midsole colors. You've got your standard Chicago color blocking. You got a swoosh, and of course, no laces. Tongue tag has golf with this kind of a glued-on embossed print that's kind of on there. On the insole, you have a Jordan Golf. It's actually a bit of a thicker insole, so you get a little more comfort out of it. There you go. You got that felt liner that's on the bottom there. There you go. There's a look at the insole. You can feel it's a little bit thicker, a little bit more comfort that you get out of it. And you see Jordan Golf printed on there. So yeah, it is fairly simple. This mule shape is just super comfortable. It looks really, really awkward. We said that in other reviews. You can look inside. You can see how much room there is. Sizing on this, and everybody's asked about sizing on these. It's just you try to get the right sizing for the width, because that's probably the most important, is that you get the right width on there. You can let your feet slide a little bit in there. It's not really that big of a deal. The heel lock's actually pretty good on the back there. All right, let's get to some comparisons. So, all right, we have the metallic blue version that I have here. So very much identical design. You have the tongue tag, which has that thick printing on there. You have the metallic blue that's on there on the swoosh. And then this one is, you got that blue, the dark navy blue outsole on there. So, yeah, the outsole is actually kind of soft. So that's why I love these in winter on ice. It works really well. Swoosh size, exactly the same between these two, basically, aside from the colorway, is exactly the same. So, yeah, there you go. There's a good look at the laceless design. Maybe some fake laces in there would make it look a little nicer and less confusing. But at the end of the day, it just really stands out. Like, tons of people ask me about these shoes when I wear them, just because of the laceless design. Like, where are the laces for your Jordan 1 lows? And they realize that, on the back, there is no heel there. It's a mule, and I explain it's like this is the most comfortable shoe. So a lot of people have bought them, and a lot of people have loved them. So, all right, on to the next comparison. So yeah, we'll just take a look at these Jordan 1 lows. Of course, the Chicago. So we'll go Chicago to Chicago comparison. You can see how much thicker the outsole is, and you can look at the swoosh. This new design of the new Jordan 1 lows have a much bigger swoosh. There you go, lace versus laceless. I think if you put laces on these, like fake laces, it would make them look a little bit more discreet for the mules. But again, without the laces, it pops quite a bit. Leather is a bit more harder on the mule because it's water resistant. So I'll show you some of the pairs I have, how it wears and everything like that after this. But yeah, even the color, you can see it's quite a bit different. All the different varsity reds look just different over the years, with much more vibrant varsity red on the mules versus the Jordan 1 lows. All right, we'll take a look at the black toe here. Again, this is the older design, but the tread block is still a lot bigger on the mule. And the swoosh size is a little bit fatter on the mule, actually. So it's a little bit different shape, but roughly about the same size as the old design there. Yeah, what else do we have to look at? I guess that red, the same thing, varsity red, you can see how much more vibrant the mule is compared to the black toe. So both the black toe and the Jordan 1 lows have a different kind of red to it. All right, let's just go take a look at the Chicago again. Let's look at the tongue tag here. I actually like the Nike Air tongue tag more, of course, over the Golf one. Almost wish that I don't know why they kind of sewn it on differently. It's a leather patch on the mule. I think with that Nike Air red tongue tag design, it would look a lot nicer. So some changes I would make for next versions of mule. Like I said, like fake laces, Nike Air tongue tag would probably make it look a little more acceptable than, people just don't like this mule design without the laces. All right, so before I bring in this this colorway to see how it wears, I just kind of put a reminder. This is from our earlier review of how it looked when it was brand new. And yeah, I've basically purposely not cleaned these up at all. I've worn these all throughout the winter. So it's beat up quite a bit. You can see all the dirt marks and everything on there, but it's worn really, really well. The difference is that the outsole here is this translucent kind of gummy has yellowed significantly, and you can look at the heel drag that I have on there. But I wear this has so much grip in the winter. It's just ridiculous how good it is for winter wear. The Golf tag has lasted surprisingly well. Hasn't fallen apart because some other pairs have fallen apart. So that's one of the improvements that Jordan Brand has made. You can take a look at the outsole there. And I'm hoping that the non-translucent outsole doesn't feel as gummy. So I hope it is good for winter, but we'll see. Summer's here now, so I won't know until next year. But if you take a look at the wear on there, even though it's worn in winter, it hasn't really worn much except for heel. That's just heel drag from the way I walk, I guess. But yeah, it's lasted surprisingly well. This pair has served me well. I use it at hockey arenas, like on ice, walking on the ice here and there, and it's got grip on the ice. So this has been terrific shoe. The thicker leather, it's creased a bit, but it's worn really, really well. Still water resistant, like I said. Like I deal with slush and everything like that in the winter, and it's great. And yeah, there's that heel. It's a lot of people ask, like, does it lock your feet in pretty well? Yes, that heel lock does. Is tall enough to lock your feet in. Like I said, I've run with these shoes, and it hasn't fallen off. And in terms of sizing, like I said, like figure out the sizing for your width. That's the most important. You can have your feet slide in and out a little bit, still comfy, still lock you in place. Like I said, the size 13 is a little bit bigger lengthwise for me, but I'm still able to basically run with it without the shoe falling off. So really great pair for just all around summer, winter, whenever you want to use them. I'm just going to bring this old clip back of one of the original colorways. So Jordan Brand has fixed it up a little bit. Like, look at the original one. This is after like just a couple months of wear. The Golf and the Jumpman has kind of fallen apart. This is the University Blue colorway. Like I said, like great grip, even though it's not a translucent one. It's on the outsole there. I think the biggest drawback for this one was the University Blue pieces. They were in this nubuck, waterproof nubuck. It did not really last well. Like, this has completely fallen apart on me, and I have disposed of this pair. It's just like, look at that. It's just, it catches dirt, and it was not great for just outerwear. Kind of unfortunate. Love the colorway, but and then they actually restocked this pair as well. I don't know if I would get it again. But all right, let's take a look at the studio shots of the Chicagos. So yeah, great look of the colorway, just classic Chicago colorway. Really stands out, really pops. I think this will be a really great pair to rock in the summer and the winter. So we'll see how well it lasts in the winter. I'm going to take care of it a little bit more in comparison to the University Blue version, and then the last shadow version that I have there. And there's a look of the outsole. So yeah, it's a great shoe. If you think it's wacky, I still think that you guys should give it a try. Don't knock it till you try it, because I honestly think this is just a great year-round shoe casual shoe to wear around. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next review.